Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again. And today we're going to review Crimson Peak. So, Crimson Peak stars Tom Hiddleston, Mia Wasikowska, Jessica Chastain, and Charlie Hunnam. And what this film is about, it's about, Mia Wasikowska's character. She's an inspiring writer. She's writing this new story, and then she falls in love with Tom Hiddleston's character. They both get married, and they're living in this old rugged house with Tom Hiddleston's sister, played by Jessica Chastain, and just some weird things happen at night. So yeah. So what did I think of Crimson Peak? I was really disappointed in this movie. I'm being completely honest. I was really disappointed in Crimson Peak. I was really looking forward to it because it's directed by one of my favorite directors working right now, Guillermo del Toro, who's directed such films as, Blade 2. He's directed both of the Hellboy movies, Pacific Rim. And I was just so looking forward to this movie, and it just wasn't that good. It's not a terrible movie. It's just, it wasn't that good either. And I was really, really disappointed in it. So yeah. So let's get into my positives, because I do have positives with this film, and my positives are the acting with the film. The acting's really good in this movie from most of the people. I thought Tom Hiddleston was the best one out of everybody. Tom Hiddleston was great in the film. I really enjoyed him. He had a very interesting character, in my opinion. His character was really, really interesting, and I really enjoyed him. He was a great character, and he was great in the film. Tom Hiddleston, brings that, and he was just tremendous in the film. So I thought Tom Hiddleston was great. I thought Mia Wasikowska was really good in the film as well. I enjoyed her. I thought she did a good job in the movie, I really enjoyed her. She was good in the movie. Charlie Hunnam was also really good. I enjoyed him as well, He was good in the film. I enjoyed him. He was good. So yeah. So the acting's really good in the film. Whenever we do get those, the scares and, the thrills and everything. It is pretty creepy, It is creepy when you see her walking through the house with the candles and stuff, and you see all these ghosts or whatever, and, it's really cool, and it was creepy. It did creep me out a bit, and, Guillermo del Toro did a really good job with that. It did creep me out a bit, so yeah. But the last 15 minutes of the film was by far the best thing about the entire movie. The last 15 minutes were great to the film. Of course, won't spoil it, but I did think the last 15 minutes of the film were really good, so yeah. I thought the production design and the costume design was great. I love that about this movie. The production design and the costume design were really great with this film. I really don't usually talk about the costume design with films, but with this movie I have to, because it just looks beautiful, and I really love it with this movie. The directing is absolutely beautiful with the film. I thought the directing was absolutely incredible. Guillermo del Toro does an incredible job directing the film. It is beautifully directed. I thought the visual effects were great. They really were. I thought the visual effects were great with this movie. They weren't really bad, in my opinion, There were some really good special effects, so yeah. But I do have a lot of negatives, unfortunately, with Crimson Peak, and my negatives are Jessica Chastain. Now, Jessica Chastain is an actress that I do really enjoy. She is a really good actress, but in this movie, although not terrible, was just going really over the top with her performance, and it was really bad to watch on screen, especially towards the last few minutes of the film. She was just not that good in this movie. I was really disappointed in that, with someone like Jessica Chastain, who's a great actress. She really wasn't all that good in this movie. I was really disappointed in that. She really was not good in this movie, so yeah. The writing wasn't all that great with the movie. Some very sloppy writing, in my opinion, just really wasn't all that great. The story is very, very weak. Something we've seen thousands of times. It was a very, very weak story, So yeah. Just the love story, I couldn't really, I just at times I couldn't really buy into it. It was just not all that great in my opinion. So yeah, the editing was not that good either. Whenever someone would be talking and something happens afterwards, they do this circle thing where you know, the circle closed in. Well, they'll do it circle, circle, and then like a tiny circle, and then fades to black. It was just very weirdly edited. They do that way too much in this film. I was like, just calm it down just a bit. So yeah. And finally, my last negative is that this movie is pretty boring at parts. It really is slow. Like, it really is slow. The movie's an hour and 59 minutes, and it was just, it could have picked up a bit. It was just very slow, in my opinion, so yeah. But Crimson Peak is just okay at best. It's just, I was really disappointed in this movie. It's an okay movie at best. Guillermo del Toro, you know, who's such a great director, I'm very disappointed, so yeah. So it's time for my official grade on Crimson Peak, and my official grade on Crimson Peak is a C+. Yeah, this movie isn't that good of a movie. It's okay at best. It's just, you know, just if you want to see it, rent it, at least just like rent it at Redbox or something, but besides that, I can't really recommend you go see this in the theater, so yeah, just Crimson Peak is going to get a C+. So what do you guys think of Crimson Peak? Leave in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 599, and we will see you all later. Peace.